Centipede Geek here with you guys, and let's talk about the first episode of the 4th season of the ABC television series titled Mistresses. I will let you guys know that I did miss the 3rd season, so there are a lot of plot points that I did miss out on, but I kind of know the way things are going. I will say, man, how the plot has thickened in this show. Man, it's gotten, this show used to be just about the romance and the relationships and the drama, and people cheating on each other, that whole thing. Now with this 4th season, I found out there was a murder, and there's this court trial going on, and what's his name went away with his restaurant, and now he's came back, and now he's engaged to Joss. So there's a lot of things that happened in that 3rd season that I missed out on, so I really need to catch up so I can get a full grasp of what the show is really, the story it's currently trying to tell. What did I think of this episode? I really liked it, it shows that Mistresses isn't just a show about romance. I've always kind of liked the actresses in there. It shows that Mistresses really is more than just the romance. It's about, it can do other things. It can be about murder. It can be about this. It can be about that. Mistresses isn't just a show that is, one tone. It could be about several different tones. That's kind of why I like this episode. I've always liked, let's see what the actress's name here is. Her name is Yoonjun Kim, and forgive me if I pronounced it wrong, plays the character of Karen Kim. She has always been my favorite character, and I kind of like the way they're taking her story now. She's now the author of this. She wrote a book about the, the experiences or the circumstances or situations that happened there in the 3rd season that I missed out on. Then we got, April's character, and her daughter's now growing up. It seems that her daughter's now trying to sneak out, has a boyfriend, so her plot line's got, pretty thick. But I will say, the character the plot line probably got the thickest is Jocelyn Carver's character. I guess I'm not really sure how they wrote off her sister. I guess her sister moved away. I know the internal reasons of why the actual actress left. I believe the actress, I believe they were going to start filming the show in Canada, and the actress didn't want to have to do that. So I think that's why the actual Alyssa Milano's character stopped being in the show. But Joss's character, man, she's got this, bruise on her stomach, and for some reason she actually lied during the court trial. So I'm really curious to see why she did that. Harry Davis, I'm kind of wondering on his character, was he actually faithful while he was, over at his restaurant, in a totally different place? So that was, I know that he told he told April's boyfriend that, that was the secret, that he was going to get, propose to her, then get engaged. That was the secret. But there's still something, I don't know, there's still something off. I still feel like, something might be off with him. I've always liked Harry Davis' character, but I'm questioning, was he really faithful while he was over at his restaurant, in a different country or whatever? So that's really interesting. I'm kind of wondering what happened to some different characters. Like I said, I really need to watch season 3. But overall, I really enjoyed this, first episode of this 4th season. I'm kind of curious to see where it's going to go. Like I said, it started off with 4.5 million viewers, and now it's only lowered itself down to 3 million, in a 4-year period. So that's pretty good. One of the most interesting things is that each episode had each season had 13 episodes, and now this most recent season even has 14 episodes. So, this show is still pretty popular. This is one of those shows that, I didn't know if it was going to do too well, and somehow 4 years later, it's still on. You know how cutthroat television is now. They've canceled all sorts of shows recently, so I'm really, honestly, to tell you guys the truth, I'm surprised the show is still on the air, because the viewership, is down. It's not down drastically, but it is down about 1.5 million viewers according to the sources I'm here looking at. I'm getting Wikipedia, and I know Wikipedia can be wrong at times, but that's what I kind of like to use. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the show. Really enjoyed that first episode. It kind of brought some, I don't know, what do you want to call it, nostalgia back from watching it. There's some good, scenes between April and her newfound boyfriend, the musician. There's some good kind of argumentative scenes between them two, and there's some nice romantic scenes between Harry and Joss when they're out there on the beach, and he's got this little date set up and he proposes. So there's some really nice, well-done scenes in there, and I'm kind of curious to see where the season's going to go from here. Anyways, thanks for watching the video by Centipede Geek. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. We'll see you guys again later on.